Chapter 35. The sun's light shined bright in the elegant dining room of the Northgate Country Club, a private establishment in Houston with a 27-hole golf course, 8 tennis courts, 3 swimming pools, and 5 restaurants. Mayor Stewart sawed a piece of pork off the bone, stabbed it with his fork, and brought it to his mouth. He chanced a quick look at his daughter, who was stirring the salad in her bowl. "Mr. Wolfe." He slid a cloth napkin from his lap and wiped his mouth. "Your friend. The charges have been dropped."
"That's impossible."
The mayor sawed at the pork again. "There was a time when my little girl thought there was nothing I couldn't do. When exactly did I lose my super dad ranking?"
Why would you help him? What were your words? Something like cold-blooded murderer, yada yada yada?
"Why, Daddy, thank you so much for saving my friend. Something I asked you to do. You're the best. Thank you, thank you, thank you." "Why, you're so welcome, dear. Anything for you." He stabbed at the asparagus on his plate and bit it in half.
Did you talk to Cam? Did he tell you anything?
The mayor's brows arched. He wiped his mouth with his napkin. "Tell me anything? I'm sure I don't know what you mean. Do you need more lemon for your salad?"
He promised me."
Grasping her hand, his teasing grin softened. "Mr. Wolfe told me nothing."
Then why do you like him now?
"I never said I liked him. The man's got a lot of growing up to do."
So you did talk to him?
From the wicker basket in the center of the table, he picked up a buttered croissant. "I don't suppose I could get you to eat this. I understand your desire to be thin, I really do. But lately you've been looking pale. Pale might not be the right word. Sickly is probably the word I'm looking for. And you look like you've lost weight, which I didn't think was even possible."
Tell me what you and Cam talked about.
An older gentleman approached. His hair bleached white, and his round belly strained the thread that held the buttons to his peach button-down shirt. "Mayor Stewart." The man stretched out his hand. Her father shook the man's hand. "Mr. Walker, let me say again how sorry I am about your son. We're considering filing a civil suit." Mayor Stewart tugged at his suit coat. "That's certainly within your right. But let me offer you some free advice. As an attorney, I can tell you that'd be a waste of money and time. My son didn't do drugs, I'm sure of it. And that's not what the autopsy report showed. I don't give a damn what that report showed. The jury will give a damn. I've been an attorney for 35 years. I know what I'm talking about." He gave Mr. Walker a friendly squeeze to the shoulder. "How are Mrs. Walker and Henry holding up?" "Good as can be expected. It's only been 3 weeks. It's going to take some time." Her father motioned toward the 4 empty seats at their round table. "Have a seat. Join us." Maggie eyed her father, her suspicion that Cam revealed her secret fading. If her father knew what Mr. Walker's son did to her, he surely wouldn't invite him to dine with them. "My wife's here. I need to get back to her. I saw you and just wanted to say a quick hello." "I appreciate that. The annual Christmas party invitations have just been sent out. You should be getting yours in a day or 2. Your wife throws the best parties. We are looking forward to it. Under the circumstances, it may be just what we need. A little fun can go a long way." Mr. Walker nodded at Maggie, then at her father. As he walked away, her father looked at her, his head cocked and one brow raised. "You okay?" Maggie moved to stand behind him. Gripping his shoulders, she tucked her head beside his and kissed him on the cheek.
Thank you for helping Cam.
Her father brought her hand to his lips and kissed her palm. I love you. She sat down in her chair.
Yeah, don't get all mushy on me.
She stabbed at her lettuce. Wouldn't dream of it.
Game point.
She struck the ball with a textbook forehand stroke. Maggie missed, and Star met her at the net.
You threw the game. I'm frickin' hot. I hear you. Let's get cleaned up. Sounds good to me. You going out with Ty tonight? He's supposed to call, but he might have to work late. What do you think of Jags? Whoa. What? You're hot for him. Just because I asked about him doesn't mean I'm hot for him. That's your style, not mine. I'm marrying Ty. And you couldn't be more wrong. He hates me, and I hate him. Then why did you ask about him? It bothers me that he doesn't like me. He seems to love everybody but me. And he thinks I'm boring. No. Can you believe it? I can't. Cool the sarcasm. I'm so stupid. I'll play along. Why are you so stupid? Cam told me he loved me. That's usually a good thing.
Star stepped in front of Maggie, blocking her path.
You never said it back.
Did you?
I know. Please don't say what you're thinking. I was just thinking that you need to tell him. I know. You've never said the L word, have you? He's your first. Shut up. You're a love virgin. I suppose I am. I forgot shampoo. Can I borrow yours? You really think I'm boring? You're sweet and loving and the best friend a girl could ask for. In other words, boring.
Maggie tapped her forehead against the cold metal of the locker.
If it wasn't for you...
Star slipped the black band from her hair and let her ponytail fall flat.
Don't go there.
If Star and Tilly hadn't been out walking their dog that morning, Maggie, barely conscious and covered in blood, might have bled to death. She lay motionless in the high school parking lot, curled in the fetal position. Star wasn't a nerd in school, but she hadn't hung with the popular kids. And Maggie was very popular. Before that day, they hadn't spoken more than a dozen words to each other. But after that day, they formed a close relationship. Maggie turned from the locker, circled Star's waist with her arms, and laid the side of her face on her shoulder.
I don't deserve you. And that's the problem between you and Cam.
Star pulled from the hug to look at her.
you don't think you deserve him either. You're one in a million. You were dealt a bad hand at a young age, and you handled it selflessly and courageously. I'm just wondering if he deserves you. I've never seen you like this. Like what? Vulnerable.
Maggie slung her duffel bag over her shoulder and walked toward the showers. Star followed.
Go get him.
Maggie looked over her shoulder and smiled.
You're right. Maggie? Yeah? You're going to have to say the L word.